Good evening and welcome to Poland Daily. I'm Nicholas Richardson and this is the news. In just 10 weeks, Poles go to the polls to elect a president for the 2020 to 25 term. No wonder that the candidates who dream about replacing Andrzej Duda are very active. The second in the race, Małgorzata Kidawa-Błońska of the Civic Platform Party, and third runner, Władysław Kosiniak-Kamysz of the Polish People's Party, both held their election conventions today.
Let us start from Władysław Kosiniak-Kamysz, who in 2019 did unexpectedly well in the general election. His party lost its traditional countryside constituency but gained new support from city dwellers. His convention was held in southeasternmost city of Rzeszów and will be remembered for a certain catchphrase.
Kochani.
I know and I am sure that together we can make a change and you will help me, Władziu. Dear, I present you my husband, presidential candidate. Come on, Tiger. The newlywed wife of the People's Party leader said from the stage. Władysław Kosiniak-Kamysz promised to cut the tax on pensions. He wants pensioners to receive their pensions with no additional income tax. He also challenged President Andrzej Duda by saying that his policy depends on the ruling party. Kosiniak-Kamysz declared that he will be free of such entanglement.
Supporters of Małgorzata Kidawa-Błońska gathered in Warsaw to inject fresh energy to a campaign that is already struggling, burdened as it is with flops and the candidate's personal problems. The main opposition candidate, wife of a cinema director, a member of parliament for many years, sought to present herself as simply a woman from Ursus, a small town near Warsaw.
Pretending to be the woman next door was difficult for someone whose grandparents include Stanisław Grabski, a minister of finance in the 1920s, and Stanisław Wojciechowski, the president of Poland between 1922 and 1926. Kidawa-Błońska's slogan is a real president in a short future, and it is supposed to attack current President Andrzej Duda's close cooperation with the ruling Law and Justice Party. At the beginning of the convention, various stories of Poles were presented. Among others, Sebastian Kościelnik made an appearance on the stage. He was a driver who had a car crash with the parliamentary motorcade of the former Prime Minister Beata Szydło in 2017.
Po 2 godzinach pozwolono mi wyjść z samochodu.
After 2 hours I was allowed to leave my car, but only for the police car to take me to the hospital. I was tested for the presence of alcohol or drugs, but no one even cared to ask if I was alright. It wasn't a regular crash, it was a crash with the authorities. 3 years have passed since then and my court case is still continuing.
Przez władzą.
The Polish government has fulfilled the promises announced during the election campaign. So said the Prime Minister Mateusz Morawiecki, summing up the first 100 days of its current term of office. According to Morawiecki, his cabinet is implementing the programmes including, among others, the 13th pensions payment, reduced employer contributions to the Social Security Fund and the 100th road bypass programme. He also emphasised that over the past 5 years, the budget income has increased by 146 billion zloty, which, according to him, is the result of efficient management of state finances.
To, że w Europie jesteśmy poważnym partnerem.
The fact that we are a serious business partner in Europe, the fact that they take into account our opinion more and more, the fact that we're implementing our plans, all this is a direction that we're not going to give up. This is the goal that we set and we decided to achieve. Poland has ambitious goals now and it will have them for the next decade. They say that faith can move mountains. We don't want to move our beautiful mountains, but we want our economy to develop and reach an even higher level. The competitiveness of our businessmen, the salaries of our employees, we want them to be higher. Because of this, we want Poland to become a better place to live for all Poles. During our first term of office, we've shown that Poland is the country that treats everyone equally and that gets rid of inequality wherever it exists. During our second term of office, we want to focus on building a strong, brave, ambitious Poland. Ladies and gentlemen, we proved that what was impossible for many people became reality. That is why we're setting a new ambitious goal and we will fulfill it for Poland.
Pokazaliśmy, że potrafimy stworzyć Polskę, która jest krajem względnie równym dla wszystkich.
The Polish Chief Sanitary Inspector, Jarosław Pinkas, said that there still have been no confirmed cases of the coronavirus in Poland. At the same time, the governor of the Greater Poland province introduced a state of high alert in hospitals because of the possibility of an outbreak of the SARS-CoV-2 virus. Meanwhile, the epidemic continues to spread around the world. More than 1,000 new cases of the virus have been confirmed in Asia. The record rise of infections took place in South Korea.
On Friday, the Chief Sanitary Inspectorate announced that between December 31, 2019 and February 28, 2020, 83,365 cases of COVID-19 infections have been noted, with 2,857 deaths as a result. Due to the danger of infection, the Inspectorate recommends not visiting China, Hong Kong, South Korea, Italy, Japan, Thailand, Vietnam, Singapore and Taiwan. LOT Polish Airlines has suspended flights to China altogether. Detailed information regarding safety measures in various regions can be found on the website of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
And now to Paris and the 2020 César Awards, where the film An Officer and a Spy won 3 awards. Neither the 85-year-old director, Roman Polanski, nor his cast and crew were present at the ceremony. This did not, however, stop a number of actresses from walking out at the ceremony in protest when Polanski's win was announced. He was convicted of statutory rape of a minor in 1977. According to observers, by awarding the prize to Roman Polanski, the French Film Academy stood up to the pandemic of political correctness by arguing that it should not take moral positions in giving awards.
For his latest film, Roman Polanski won Best Director, Best Adapted Screenplay and Best Costumes. An Officer and a Spy, set in 1894, tells a story about the wrongful conviction and life imprisonment of a Jewish French officer, Alfred Dreyfus. This trial is deemed one of the most controversial and political dramas in French history. The film, telling a story about discrimination and anti-Semitism, still is a relevant topic in modern times. Polanski himself lived with the Polish Jewish parents in the Krakow ghetto during Poland's occupation by Nazi Germany during World War II. In an attempt to save his life and risking their own, he was hidden away by his Catholic family. The director did not appear at the César Award Gala because, as he says, he feared a public lynching. A riot took place outside the ceremony, during which police were forced to use tear gas on protesters. Among the demonstrators were chanting women, reminding of the accusations made against the filmmaker. Polanski has been prosecuted by the American justice system since 1977 regarding sexual acts with a minor.
That's the news. Thank you for watching. Stay with us for the weather, Poland Daily Business and more programmes. But from me, it's have a good night and a better tomorrow.